Hi guys, it's Sealy here with a small video of me going through my Star Wars Lego minifigures. I have music going on my cell phone, so to let y'all know, that's what you're going to be hearing in the background. And my brother's watching something in my living room, in our living room, so he will to hear some weird noises also from that. And the door's closed. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to make this a two-part video going through all my Star Wars Lego minifigures. This is going to be the first part. It's going to be the second part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through minifigures, trying to remember the names of all the characters, and probably telling you how I got them or where they came from, what set they came from, and yeah. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some more videos about my Star Wars stuff. But first, I'm gonna do my main figures, and then I'm gonna make some more videos about my Lego sets, my Star Wars Lego sets. Yeah. So I already told you how I'm gonna do it. And they are organized. How they're lined up is that it starts from this side, and then it restarts from this side again. Sort of like how you would write something on piece of paper. We start from the side and go here. They are ranked by engineer, pilots, soldiers, special units, bodyguards, and whatnot, and then heroes. That's how they're ranked. And so yeah, we're gonna start first order over here, all the way to the left. As you can see, I only have, I believe, 8 guys of first order. I'm not counting right now. I'm just guessing at this point. 8 guys of first order. I got, as you probably guessed, I got 2 battle packs of first order guys. I do want more first order, and do want more first order Lego minifigures, but I just haven't done it. I have had no desire to get more, but recently I've been growing into getting more first order, since I have a lot of Empire, a lot of Republic, good amount of Resistance, and Rebels, and a good amount of Separatists, but I do want more Separatists. So the smallest out of all of this is first order, which is a little surprising. So I'm going to try to do that, and so 2 battle packs. This little red thing right here. This is homemade. It is not from any Lego set, since I couldn't find any Lego sets that actually had one of these. I don't know what they're actually called, sadly, but I do know this sort of tells the rank of the guy, or in case it's a sand trooper. I do not know what the sand troopers use them for. Instead of red, it's actually yellow for sand trooper. But I do know these usually symbolize rank, and I know the Empire and First Order both use them. Yeah, like I said, it's homemade. It's actually made of paper, and I just did a red line and did a whole bunch of black line on the side, and did a whole bunch of red in the middle. So each of these minifigures should have a separate individual heads that I gave them. Individual heads that I gave them. I tried to make them a little unique, not supremely unique, not too much that they're like overwhelming unique, like adding stickers or painting them. There are a few guys that I did paint because I wanted them a special unit, but I do want my normal guys. But I do change their heads to make them a little unique, just in case they get mixed up with somebody else's Lego sets. I can pull off the head and say, "Hey, this is my guy, and this is your guy." So that's sometimes what I'll do, but sometimes some of them do have their normal heads, original heads they came with. So let's go. So we're done with first order now. Let's go to Empire. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in name. I forgot. I need to name the characters real quick. This is a engineer. This is also this guy right here. He is an engineer slash gunner, I believe. He is a fire trooper. these 4 guys are normal stormtroopers. This guy's a heavy stormtrooper. You know, he has a little thing on his chest like extra armor. He is an stormtrooper lieutenant or something, and he, I believe, is like a captain or somewhere in that rank. He's an officer and a high-ranking stormtrooper commander. I'm gonna call it commander and officer. That's what I'm gonna do. Then let's go to the Empire now. We have my sorry, thinking right real quick. Yeah. All of these came from different sets. Some of them did come from battle packs, some of them didn't. But it's it's easy to guess that most of these came from different sets. So here is my Imperial pilot. My Imperial pilot actually sadly came, not really sadly, but he did come from a minifiger set. That's not sad. I just, it's sort of like he would come from a big set, but he actually just came from this really $10 set instead of like this big set and cool one. So, but it's nice to have an Imperial pilot out of all of these. But it's sort of like, I don't have a very cool set that he came from, sadly. That's how I think of it. But I do have one, and so I can, if I ever make a TIE fighter, I can use him. So that's nice. Or for special forces, since there's, the new Battlefront 2 game, they have, Imperial Special Forces. Then we have these 2 pilots for the ATSP. As you probably can recognize, I did get those 2 pilots from the ATSP. Sorry, I just missed. I knocked down guy, and I was fixing him. Those 2 guys came from these 2 guys came from the ATSP. I was actually, for a second, I was pointing on the screen until I realized, wait a second, I'm taking video with the screen. I need to point down here, not up there. So that was pretty funny. ATSP. These 2 guys were here. These 2 guys right here. It's over there and over here. They came from the Imperial tank from Rogue One. Yeah, knocking another guy down, man. Sheesh. Guess I'm knocking dudes down. The Empire might not have any more guys left if I keep on knocking them down. That would be actually a good thing, not a bad thing. Okay, so, sorry, I got sidetracked with that. They came from the Rogue One Lego set of the turbo tank they have. And that's how I got them. They are both tank pilots. I'm trying to find my finger. Where's my finger? There's my finger. Okay, and then here's this guy. This guy came from a battle pack, Stormtrooper battle pack. He is an engineer or mechanic, I guess you could say. He helps bridge sometimes. The character, the person that he is. Here's this guy. He is also a pilot. A tank pilot. He is a ATST pilot. Yeah, ATST. And that's how I got him. I have an ATST, so I got him from that. I got these 2 guys from a battle pack, a really old battle pack. I think my estimation is 2001 Star Wars battle pack, but might have been newer. But as far as I know, it's really old. How I know this guy is so old is that his backpack and helmet are connected, but the newer versions, the backpack and helmet are not connected. So that's how I can tell. That's how I tell between how this is newer or older guy. I got him from a old set off Bricklink, and so that was a really cool game. Getting that because I've been wanting snow troopers for some time because I have all these other sets, all these cool minifigures, but I don't have any specific like snow troopers or anything until I got them. And I was like, sweet. So that was very nice. Of course, I got all these Imperial stormtroopers. There's these 2 stormtroopers that are not scarred, but battered from battle, and I got them from a battle pack. These 2 commanders right here, they like I said earlier, they're homemade little red things that they have. I put them on there because usually how I have fun doing it is that since I have fewer first order troops, I have my first order wear all the red things, and so technically my first order would, and I accumulate my first order into the Empire, and my first order are commanders of all these stormtroopers. That's how I usually do it, just for fun, since I have so few stormtroopers. First order stormtroopers. Now, sorry, sidetracked again. We have my shock trooper. It came from same battle pack that the scarred, the battered stormtroopers came from. They came from the same thing. We have my shadow trooper. I do not believe LEGO has done shadow trooper for some time. This was my first. This stormtrooper came from my first LEGO stormtrooper set I ever got. This guy is extremely old to me and pretty valuable because I've had him for so long. I believe it's 8 years. I don't know. I've had him for a very long time, and so I'm very happy to still have him for so long and intact. His hands are a little wiggly, but I still have him, so it's really fantastic having a shadow trooper. Because usually you don't see shadow troopers, not very often, in Star Wars, and they're easy Star Wars has forgotten a lot of stuff, and I think shadow troopers is one of the things they most likely forgot. They probably mention them here and there, but I don't think they use them very often, or you ever see them. Then we have the new version of a shadow trooper, not really, but the Death Trooper. It's similar to a Shadow Trooper. They are similar to a Shadow Trooper, except Death Troopers are more bodyguards than anything else, and they are elite bodyguards, so they are sometimes used as a vanguard troop group. But Shadow Troopers are more of spying and sabotage and stuff like that. So there is a great difference between them two. But yeah. So yeah, I got 4 of these guys. I do want to make my own black thing that they wear on the side, their shoulder thing that they have, because I believe they had them. So that'd be cool to do sometime. But I haven't had the haven't had the desire to make them severely, but I do want to try to make them sometime. But yeah, I got 4 of them from 2 different battle packs, because each battle pack has 2 Death Troopers. And so I got 2 battle packs the same, and I got 4 Death Troopers, which is pretty good, because then it makes a full scale squad of Death Troopers to protect somebody high ranking. Here is my body. Sorry, y'all probably like saying his name. Sith Guard, or whatever they're called. Cool story, not really cool story, just a small story, is that this guy, the body my older brother has had for a very long time, and the body has passed on to me. This is not a newer guy, he's really old. The helmet I traded, but my brother used to have this helmet and body, and he used to have full minifigure, but he lost all the pieces, and the remaining thing was his body and his helmet until he lost his helmet. And then I traded to get this helmet with a friend, and I had red gloves, and the cape is from another minifigure. There's a lot of detail that I could go through all these guys and tell you the story of how I got them, and my life story of all of these minifigures. But I'm going to try my best not to go into such detail, because there's a lot to tell about each minifigure, how I've had them, and their story of my life. Yeah, so believe it or not. Here is my Boba Fett. It's technically still not my Boba Fett. My older brother still owns him, but my brother doesn't really care. He does care, but he doesn't really care if I have him or not. Here's my buffet. Like I said, I was mentioning my older brother. This is his, and he's had him for a very long time. I believe it's original Boba Fett, 2001 when Boba Fett first came out. The sets first came out. This is him. My brother has his shuttle, the first version of it, and his spaceship, and I still have that. I'm going to show that in my Lego Star Wars sets I'm going to show off, but it's still intact, and mostly all the pieces are there, so it's really cool having him still. I believe that my brother had 2 versions of him, but he lost the other guy completely, but we still have him. Here is Agent Callus. As you can probably guess, he came from the ATSP. He is not my first character of the Empire that I got, but it's really cool having this side character that I have that I can use for special things. Oh man, I'm getting so many cool ideas and adventures of Star Wars. Man, I need to start playing with my Star Wars minifigures. So many things they can do and have fun doing. Agent Callus, he is from Star Wars Rebels, the series. So yeah, it's really cool having him. I really do enjoy having him because he's not a known character. He is a widely known character, but he is not used in very much stuff, and so it's really cool having him. Here is my general. Oh man, I should have looked up his name before I made this video. He is he came from the battle pack, the white snowtrooper battle pack. But since I have him, I want to make him a general, and there is a certain general that has the same outfit and stuff in Empire Strikes Back. I believe it's Empire Strikes Back, or the Hoth version, where you have the guy who's in the AT-AT. He talks to Darth Vader. I don't know if it's Empire Strikes Back. I'm getting movies wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting movies all messed up and stuff. Yeah, it's Empire Strikes Back. The middle. Yeah, whatever. Blah. I'm getting confused here. Yeah, so you get who I'm talking about mostly. If you don't, that's fine. Here is this guy. He is just a high-ranking officer. I traded him with a friend. He came from Rebels experimental ship that Darth Vader uses. Sorry, not wears. Blah. Uses. I don't have the set, sadly, but I did trade it with him, and I got him. So it's cool having like a admiral, I believe that he probably is. I don't remember. I need to figure out the Empire ranking system stuff. Here is my Inquisitor. There we go. Inquisitor. He's the first Inquisitor that you see in Star Wars Rebels series. I got him on the ATST's Lego set, and so yeah, it's really cool having him because I have like another. He is a Sith, sadly, but he is close enough to an apprentice. I know that Sith there's only one Sith, one Master, and one apprentice, and he's close enough to an apprentice. Not really an apprentice, but pretty close. Here is Darth Vader. This is Darth Vader. This Darth Vader is pretty much old as Boba Fett. Everything's original besides the cape and the legs. I guess you could say original. The legs have been replaced several times, changed a lot, but the cape is a Batman cape. Reason why it is a Batman cape is because I lost my cape, as you can probably guess. So that's sort of sad. That his head is the normal head. So here, let me see if I can take off the helmet so you can see the head. This head is the same head. So yeah, that's very cool having everything pretty much normal and having a head. The helmet also is normal, so it's very cool. Having such old characters that I don't have to go buy, but it's the two things that benefits of accumulating my brother's old stuff is that one, he has a good amount of main characters that I can just use and 2, there are extremely old characters that I can use and show off because I can. Okay. Now let's go to Rebels and Resistance. Rebels and Resistance. Yeah, I pretty much put Rebels and Resistance in the same category because they're similar enough, even though most people will argue that they aren't. But to me, Rebels and Resistance are the same. Yeah, that's how I think. So please don't judge. Just bear with me that I just put them together. I was running out of space pretty much. I couldn't make this big gap. So I was running out of space to make it 2. I would have to add another plate, and I really want to do that. I'm too lazy to do that. So we have Rebel pilots. They came from the mini-fighter sets, Snow Speeder, mini-fighter Snow Speeder sets. We have these 4 guys here. These 4 guys came in the same set. These guys right here. They came same set. This head right here is a Gungan head. Of course, you can see this Gungan head's not original. I got this in a Battle Droid set. The Gungan I got in a Battle Droid set, and I needed the helmet. I needed another helmet for a normal head, so I didn't have a helmet or a hat or anything. I didn't want to put normal hair, so I just stick this Gungan head on it and say, "Bam! I have a Rebel." Because there weren't just humans in the Rebel Alliance, or there were aliens also, not aliens. Different species. Most of these heads are not original heads; they're all different. So yeah, here we have this guy. He came from the AT-ST set, and he has a cool mustache. You can see right there. That's not original head. That was changed, of course. Then we have these 4 guys right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys. These guys came from the Resistance Battle Pack that you get a long time ago. Not a very, very long time ago, but a good amount of a while ago, 2 years ago or a year ago, something like that. That these guys were in. Retired, of course. This hat is not the original hat, but I did want to not just use hair for these guys, so I'd add a gray cap to it. And that's not a cap, but a hat, whatever. These 3 guys right here, this is Gregor, Wolf, and Rex. Commander Gregor, Commander Wolf, and Commander Rex. These 3 guys, of course, you probably already know, came from the AT-TE set, and yeah, so it's very cool having that. I would have put them in Republic Army, but because they are clones. But the reason why I didn't is because these guys are part of the Rebel Alliance and not the Republic, but they are clones. So I sort of wrestled for a second, but then I was like, forget, I'm putting me in the Rebel group. Yeah, if you don't know, these guys are from the Rebel series. Here's these 2 guys. Ooh, I should have looked up their name also. Man, these 2 guys. Somebody's probably hating me. I don't remember their 2 names, but these 2 guys come from the Star Wars Rogue One movie. Here's the big guy with the cool machine gun, I believe, or whatever weapon that he had, and here's the blind Jedi that right here. So that's what these 2 guys are. Here is Han Solo. Han Solo comes from the mini-fighter set. This is actually technically my older sister's that I gave to her one Christmas, but she doesn't really care also that I have the Lego, so she just, whatever with it, and probably hardly remembers that this is actually hers. So I have that. And then I have Chewbacca. Chewbacca is same as Darth Vader, extremely old. Same time. This is my older brother's. Used to be my older brother's, I guess you could say. Yeah, extremely old, original, I believe. Chewbacca set that they released the time, and so it's very cool having that. and I don't have to go buy a Chewbacca, which is very nice. Here is Han frozen in carbonite or ice or whatever. Yeah, this came from the Boba Fett spaceships set, the old one, not the new one, but the old one. So it was very cool having that. I just put in this here because it is technically a minifigure, you could say, but I don't really care. I just put him here just because I could. And Han's like right behind it, so it's perfect. Here is Luke, as you can see and guess. This is the old version of Luke. This came from the Sand Speeder. This used to be my brother's. Same kind of time period as Chewbacca and Darth Vader and Boba Fett. So it's cool having them. Having this guy right here. So yeah, now I have a main character called Luke. So yeah, I surprisingly have more main characters than I actually realized. So this is the end of part 1 of this group of guys, and so yeah, I will go here after next video. I'll do them next video, and so yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and watch my next video.